Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time here, my name is Rarsamari. On this channel, you'll find videos about graduate school in the United States, sustainability education videos, and lifestyle. So today, I just want to tell you guys how I got rejected twice for Canadian visitor visa and how exactly I rectified the situation. So, if you want to know the gist and how you can prevent yourself from being rejected, then keep on watching. Yeah, so it'll be like a story time and just listening to things that I did and changed at the end of the day. So last year I got my visa application got withdrawn once and it got rejected the second time. It was not funny because I really wanted to spend Christmas with my family in Canada. So I have siblings in Canada. My mother was in Canada at the point and I had not seen them for over 2 years, like since before the pandemic. So it was really sad that I was not able to see them because of the visitor visa trouble. So just to give you context, I'm currently in the United States on an F1 visa. I'm an international student pursuing my PhD, so I'm on an F1 visa. Yes, so I cannot just go into Canada. I have to apply for a Canadian visa before I can go to Canada. I've been to Canada before, but at that point they gave me just 2 months visa, which was also really strange. I didn't know why. And so that's why even if I was there, I think end of 2019, I still had to apply for visa now to go. So last year I actually applied. I'm looking down because I want to say the exact date. I applied for, I submitted for the visa September 21st, 2021. Just really hoping that I'll get my visa before Christmas and be there with them for Christmas. But I waited November, there was no response for them. And I can remember one of my friends hitting me up, asking me about, oh, how far your Canadian visa stuff, and I'm like, I've not heard anything from them. And he said that um there was a new portal they opened, and like if you apply now they'll respond in 2 weeks because he was doing that for his wife or something. And I'm like, oh, okay, but like, what do you mean in new portal? I said just submit like through the normal portal, but now like they're going to respond in 2 weeks. So, but I already had my application in, right? So I was contemplating, should I just resubmit or should I wait? So I waited. I waited all through November. Still no response. Like it was still saying pending, like that they were reviewing my application. In December came and it was still the same. There was no response. And so I was very, what's the word now? Like I really wanted something, right? So at about December 10th or so, I started another application and I submitted it. Like paid another application fee and submitted it. And like few days later, these people withdrew the first application that I submitted since September 21st. And I'm like, what's wrong with these people? So they can see me submitting something new and they know it's for like exactly the same thing, and now they are withdrawing that first one. Why did they not just answer? So these people actually withdrew it. They said they were going to send an email. And let me read exactly what they said. They said your application was withdrawn, and this was December 17th, was withdrawn. We'll send you a letter, email with details. Honestly, they never sent me a letter. So the second one I submitted was December 10th, like I said. So they withdrew the other one December 17th, and there was no response again. And that's how I didn't do my Christmas with my family. It was really, really sad because I spent Christmas alone, depression. Um, But February 10th, these people then decided to answer and they said, we regret to inform you that your application was refused. Check your messages below. Like, what? I waited this long and you're withdrawing and you're rejecting me again. Like it was really enough. I'm like, what the hell? What is going on? At this point I was so pissed. I told my family and I'm like, I don't like what's wrong with Canada? I don't want to come here, but of course, like that was like because I really wanted to see them and they knew that I was just throwing a tantrum, right? Because it was really becoming frustrating. So I'm going to read what the reasons they gave in the rejection letter. They said, I'm not satisfied that you leave Canada at the end of your stay as a temporary resident as stipulated in paragraph 179B of the IRPR based on your purpose of visit and insufficient information provided with regard to status slash current activities in stated country of residence. I'm like, what the hell are these people saying? That I won't leave Canada. Like, I'm going to visit. I have things going on for me in the United States. I have my PhD. I'm doing well by God's grace, like in my PhD status. So why they think I would not want to come back? Like I was really so confused and like I was pissed and I was kind of done with them, even if I was sad about it because I still need to see my family. Yeah? And so my brother knew that this one that I'm just throwing tantrum saying Canada. Like he knew that I was probably crying at him. And so like one day when I was like just throwing my tantrums and just saying like Canada should just go away. I don't know what their problem is. He told me to get on a Zoom call with him and just show him exactly what I was doing. Remember, I've applied for Canada visa before, so I didn't even think about anything. So I got on a call with him and I was showing him like they asked for this. I told them this. I told them that. See. And so he was like, okay, let's go step by step. Okay, after he answered this question, then we got to a place and it's like, this is not the site. Like when we got to a place where I was answering the question, it's like, Jennifer, this is not the site you're meant to be submitting your application. Which was so confusing. Like, yeah, I kind of remember that it was not exactly the same with what I did the first time, but like this was still a Canadian website, IRCC, like my biometrics was linked, and they were rejecting and withdrawing, and it was visiting visa. Because like even when he started going through the step with me, he didn't realize because we were applying for visiting visa. What do you want to do? I'm just gonna visit my family. Like we got to a stage and was like, this is not where you're meant to be. And he said, go to so. Please, I'll leave the right links on this video, like in the description. I'll leave the one that's the wrong one and the one that's the right one. As I that told me, now redirected me. And yeah, when I got there and so I'm like, okay, yeah, I think this is the place I used before. But I'm like, why the hell is there another website that you can submit visiting visa to? And I can't say like it's I don't know. I don't know if it's a fake website or what because when they withdrew my um application initially, they refunded the money. So I'm like, what? Why is there two? Why? Canada, why? Like I don't know why there is two. So yeah, like so that's like the number one thing we discovered that there were two Canadian websites where you could submit visiting visa and it did not make any sense. Right. So like I said, I'm going to leave the wrong link and the right link in the description box so that you don't make a mistake of using the wrong link. I think like just in that pandemic period and all, I think one of my friends sent me this link like that it was applied and stuff, and so maybe that's why I had it. But it's the same. I'll show you guys the picture. It's the same, and so like that was the first thing we realized. It was like, okay, now you know, apply through this other place. So okay. So I started applying through the other side and I wanted to still do the same thing. Oh, okay, I'm going to visit who? Your family. But I went back to the rejection letter, right? And I went to search for that 179B of RPR that they wrote in the rejection letter. And when I searched it, they said something about family ties. So I'm like, is it a crime to have family? Honestly, I don't know. Like, is it a crime to have family in Canada? Can't you come visit your family? Honestly, I have family, I have friends, and if you know me, I love to travel. So I want to visit my family, I want to visit my friends, and I want to just visit places in Canada. So I'm like, what's up with these people? So I'm like, okay, let me not even think too much about this. I won't say I'm going to visit family again. Let me just say visiting visa for what? Tourist visa to tour. So that's what I chose. Right, so that's another thing I chose. And why I'm saying like this is so confusing because I know someone that doesn't have family in Canada and they still wrote this 179 stuff on his rejection letter. It doesn't make sense. But anyways, to prevent stories that touch, I just in this new application after using the new site, I put that I was going to tour like Canada. And so when you're applying, they'll ask you where. They'll say if it's multiple cities you are going to, just put one, maybe the one you first go or something. Um, and so I put Toronto. My family is in Calgary, but I'm like, I don't know what they mean by family ties. And like I told you, I'm going to go to different places. I'm going to go to Toronto also. So I just said to put Toronto. That's what I did. So I put Toronto. Um, so because now I'm doing tour and all, before when I was putting family, I was putting my sister's address or my brother's address. But now, like I'm like Toronto, so I put an hotel. Before I was not thinking too deep about this application stuff because I didn't know they were going to be thinking that you will not leave or whatever. So I just used to put random when they say how long are you staying, I'll just put random dates. In my head, what I was thinking is that just give me the visa so that I can go in and out. Toronto, for example, is just like New York. Like I can take a flight on Friday and be back on Sunday or Monday morning. Like I can be back and forth. So I just needed the visa so that I can go back and like travel anytime I want and come back anytime I want. Like obviously not anytime I want because I have school, right? So like those short periods. So I was not thinking too deep about it, but now that they rejected me twice, I started thinking, I'm like, okay, um, I'll put just 1 week. And another reason for the 1 week is the fact that if your your American visa is expired, you are only allowed to stay less than 30 days in Canada to be able to go in and out of America. So I'm like, it makes no sense if your visa is expired and you're now putting 2 months or something. Maybe that might be a reason why they'll think you won't come back, right? So right now I put just 1 week. Um the other thing they said, so when you put the 1 week, you have to also submit like plane tickets, which you can book plane ticket without really booking because you need the visa to actually book, right? So you just show some itinerary to the hotel and blah blah blah. Um, they also in the rejection letter they also said insufficient information provided with regards to status slash current activities in stated country of residence. And I'm like, I'm like, what? What? Okay, so this time I just decided to pack all my documents, my I-20, my employment letters. Like, you have multiple employment, like, you have the I-20 that shows the period you stay, but you keep on renewing your letter in school. I put like multiple ones. I put future. Like, so I think I was applying earlier this year, so I already put for summer, right? I think so. I put for summer, that's the one that they had already given us. Um, I was also going for internship and I had an employment letter. I put it there just to tell them that I have things going on in this America. I don't want to run away. Oh. So I put the um internship employment letter there that had the salary in case they think I don't have money to travel, right? I collected letter from my supervisor to state that, oh, she's my student. She has been working for me since 2019. I collected letter from HR. Now I don't know if all these things are necessary, but I'm like, what the hell do you mean they don't have information about my current activities? Like what the hell? So I packed all those things. In terms of finance, they didn't mention finance here, but I wanted to make sure that everything was good, right? So in all those employment letters in the I-20, there's the money there, like stating the money that I'm being paid, right? I put my checking account, I put my savings account, like I think up to 4 months of statements or something, or 5 months. I put everything there. I put my fellowship letter to show that I'm getting extra money. Like I just put anything money related. I think I submitted over, but it was better to submit over so that they would like what do you have to say? Like can you see that this girl, she's a PhD student, she's on fellowship, she even has competitive internship and everything. Why do you think she was come there and not come back? So I just make sure that everything was all every from every angle it was covered so that there would be no question. And so when you're applying again and you've been rejected, they will always ask you, have you applied before? Were you rejected? And that thing's so annoying. So of course I had to say yes because I was rejected, and when you say why, there's a limited number of words, but I made sure I put there that they rejected me so date and I don't know why, because this is what they stated, that I will not come back and all, but I'm surprised because I'm a PhD student, my third year PhD student here. I still have years, like so years to graduate. I have a fellowship, I have a like I just like in that um box of explain, I just told them they rejected me, but I don't know why. Because this. So that's what I did. And I submitted, yeah, and I got approved. And now this no then it's no longer 2 months. So it was even to like the first time I traveled, it was only just 2 months. I didn't know why, now they rejected me. So I changed all of these things that I just talked about, and now they gave me the proper number of years they give to everybody, which is till the end of your passport. So yeah, that's what I did. Like I said, I'll leave all relevant links below in the description box. So in case you're having trouble with your Canadian visa application, or if you're just even trying to apply for the first time, I don't want to make any mistake. I think this video will be very helpful, and I hope it really helps you and you'll not get rejected or withdrawn also. So yeah, thank you guys for watching. If you're not subscribed to this channel, please subscribe. Yeah, I do like a couple, like a range of videos. Like I said, graduate school videos. This is like really related to guys because I'm an F1 and I'm telling you about my experience with Canadian visa. But I really am big on sustainability education. So if you go on my channel, you see a sustainability Nuggets playlist is also a podcast. So it's a playlist on my channel, but it has like you can search Sustainability Nuggets on all podcast listening platforms and you'll find it. So if you're interested in sustainability education, definitely subscribe and just watch my episodes or listen to my episodes. Until next time, continue to live consciously, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.